Well, when the COVID impacted all of us, immediately we were a bit shocked, but it didn't take long for us to start to think positive again. It was not only a matter of, let's say, feeling positive because we are positive people, but it was more a matter of thinking rationally about what COVID was teaching, was actually forcing us to learn more than teaching us. And the fact that COVID put everyone at a slower pace, forced everyone to think about how to redesign their private time, their leisure time, and forced everyone to reconsider what were the priorities. And it didn't take long for us to understand that this could have been an opportunity for us, and we immediately started thinking in that kind of direction, how you could enjoy more your private time, to spend more quality time with your family. Translates very easily in spending enjoyable time on a boat. I was quite surprised to see that the supply chain resisted pretty well at the very beginning. We thought that was impacting more, but actually the wave hit us later. But we are not in a bad position in that regards, because as we are quite far away from most of the producers, because our production is in South Africa, we have to carefully plan way ahead. And this kind of forward thinking allowed us to have some extra margin in the few situations that would have been otherwise critical for us. When you have a power yacht, you start enjoying in the moment that you drop the anchor. When you have a sailing yacht, you start enjoying in the moment you lift the anchor. So when you start sailing, it's the best enjoyable time that you can have. And then you drop the anchor, and it's a second part of your enjoyable time on board. So you go slower, but you enjoy all the voyage. While with a power yacht, you aim to move as fast as possible to go from one place to the other one. And even if we consider the displacement yachts that are closer to the sailing yacht industry, the displacement yachts do not offer let's say, entertainment to the guest while under passage. While the sailing yacht offers a lot to do if you want to be challenged physically or mentally. Sailing is an activity that you cannot learn in 1 week, that you take a life to master, and therefore it cannot be boring. And if we look at any hobby, the hobby is something that you want to entertain, to challenge your mind, and to free your mind, and at the same time to learn maybe something. So I think sailing is matching the hobby and the sport, and it's also matching with a fantastic opportunity to spend valuable time with your family. Sailing is by definition the most clean activity, let's say, way of transportation, because any other way foresee transforming the energy. So even if you go solar, you transform solar energy into electric energy and then into power, and you lose some efficiency. And you need a bigger chain of equipment to do that. Sailing, I mean, they were sailing way before electricity was invented and combustion engine was invented. And that is, I think, the statement that confirms that we are in the right spot. On top, our clients, our customers and our guests are not happy with that. They want to do more. And so they are trying now to implement higher technology to complement the sailing propulsion system, and that is how we approach the hybrid propulsion system that we are offering to our customers as a new addition. But it's something that should not make the sailing boat without a propulsion system looking bad. Sailing yacht, the simpler the sailing yacht is, the cleaner it is. Then if you go into super yacht industry, that you need a lot of power to run the system, to run the hotellerie, and to run, let's say, the comfort, that is where an efficient electric generation helps, and that is where hybrid propulsion comes in place. We are on the transom of Taniwha, that is a 105 number 4. This boat was developed for an extremely passionate sailing customer. When I stress on sailing is that his passion is sailing, and the design brief for this boat was to enhance and to make to work all around the sailing concept. So to make the boat light. Light means more powerful, means more performance, and means more enjoyment. And the design brief was interpreted very carefully and very consistently throughout all the construction by the yard and by the owner himself that accepted to take decision always following the design brief that he gave us. So he was not deviating, asking for a very light boat, adding let's say complicated additions, complicated extras or complicated equipment. And the focus was to go extremely light, sophisticated, but to go faster. And so we have a yacht that has a deck that was designed custom for this client, with interiors that were designed custom for this client, and that all this custom work sits into a design platform that was conceived to offer many options. If I look at this boat show, it's different from the previous edition because finally, as a result of a big teamwork among the sailing yacht industry, we managed to achieve to have all the sailing yachts together. And having all the sailing yachts together makes a huge difference because we group the customers, we build a critical mass that is big enough to have an impact. While in the previous years, when we were all spread around, it was difficult to attract customers passionate about sailing, and we were discouraged by the overwhelming presence of the power yachts. So I think by separating, we do a better service to the power yacht and we do a better service to the sailing yacht industry. We have to be friends before being competitors, and then the competition can start only in the moment that we attracted a new customer into the sailing yacht industry. So first responsibility is to work as a group to be visible and to explain to the world that the sailing yacht industry is a cleaner industry than power yacht industry, and that is enough to justify a lot of our presence here. Secondly, sailing is enjoyable, and to explain these values we need to act as a group. Once we attract the customer, then the competition can start as long as it's a fair competition.